The Not So Brave Penguin by Steve Smallman. Percy Penguin wasn't scared of anything. He loved whizzing down snowy slopes on his tummy. Posy Penguin was not so brave. She shuffled down slopes on her bottom instead. Percy loved jumping into the water with a great big splash. Posy didn't jump. She was scared she might do a belly flop. Posy was scared of a lot of things. Snowstorms, heights, loud noises, but most of all, she was scared of the dark. When the penguins huddled together at night, she would stare out at the big black emptiness around her and imagine all the scary things that might be out there. One morning, the penguins woke to find a huge iceberg floating close to their island. Percy thought it looked amazing. Posy thought it looked scary. Percy leaped into the sea and swam over to explore. The iceberg was like a penguin playground. There were slides everywhere. Percy played for hours. He was having a fantastic time until he whizzed down on an ice slide too fast. He crashed into a dark cave and bumped his head. "Percy hasn't come back," cried Posy, standing on the shore that evening. "You worry too much," said the other penguins. "Percy will be fine." But Posy was sure that something was wrong. Then she did a very brave thing. She jumped into the sea and swam over to the huge iceberg. "Percy, where are you?" she cried, looking around. There was no answer. Then Posey saw footprints. She followed them up to the top of a big slippery slide. "He must have gone down there," she gulped. Posy took a deep breath and slid down the slide, faster and faster, straight into a scary cave. Oof! Posy's feet hit something soft. It was Percy. He had a big bump on his head. "Posy," he asked groggily, "how did you get here?" "I jumped and swam and climbed and slid until I bumped into your bottom," said Posy. "Wow," said Percy, "that was brave. Weren't you scared?" "Yes, and I still am, because now it's dark." "But it isn't really dark," said Percy. "Look!" The sky wasn't black and empty. It was beautiful. All green and blue. Posy didn't feel so scared anymore. Posy and Percy snuggled up to keep warm, and after a while they fell fast asleep. The next morning, Percy's head was feeling much better, and they were ready to swim back home. "Thank you for rescuing me, Posy," said Percy. "That was very brave of you." "Ooh," said Posy with a grin. "I never knew I was brave." Percy smiled. "Well, you helped me even though you were scared, which makes you the bravest penguin of all."